are hoodlums. I have one niece that absolutely loves limos.
Dude, Nihilist Pixel, I want you to take this money and use it for Kelly's 5K and go to church. Your friends, family, and internet are unable to get you to change. Dude, I need you to answer that one. Thank you for the
Thank you
$100.
for the 100. Honestly, you guys don't see how much he is changing, but he really is changing a lot more than you realize. Honestly. Like, he'll give me a hard time about not coming, but he'll end up going to church with me. Like, I will tell you, my parents think the world of him. Honestly.
Well, he's trying to say I'm a bad person.
But even my pastor loves him, and like they've even had a lot of conversations with each other. So, I mean, yeah, I'm taking it he thinks you need Jesus. That's how I see it.
I can't
I
defend
think you
myself in
need to
this
see.
situation, but I will say this: I'm a very emotional creature, and let me speak on this because I'll speak on it in more depth than Kelly will. Um, there's a book. It's called The Myth of Normal, and it's a very good read. I had to ended up reading it when I was a young man, and like it's something I didn't actually think about at the time, but I think about it more now recently since everything with locale and all the other shit that's happened, and it like kind of lets you understand like how society treats people that they don't perceive as normal, because normal is like an idea, right? Like what's normal to you? Normal in society means that you either create or you consume, right? So like if you're not creating something or consuming something, you're not normal. Right? That's why as a whole our society shuns old people and young people. And like this is true because you look at what we do to the vast majority of old people. We put them in homes and we visit them for 10 minutes every 2 months. And like we have a situation like my father who just recently passed on, but he would always complain about paying like for people's school taxes and things of that nature. And it's like as a society you should be judged on how you deal with your elderly and your meek. Um so like how this pertains to me is like I obviously have clinical depression, and as a person that's clinically depressed and a guy that's a man that was raised by a person that was the stereotypical man, almost everything I do when I'm emotional almost always resorts to like some variation of anger. Um, if I didn't do nothing, if I did something wrong, I get mad about it. If I'm frustrated with something I did not doing well, I get mad about it. If somebody does me wrong, I get mad about it. And this is not something that's instinctively unique to me. This is unique to a lot of guys, because there's a lot of guys out there that struggle with personalities, and they almost adopt other people's personalities to kind of like circumvent this. And the reason it's always anger instead of any other emotion is because guys are, as a society, is perceived as normal to have almost no emotion. Guys are supposed to be stoic. They're supposed to be brick walls. They're supposed to be something that people look at as like a pillar of strength, and that's just not true. Guys cry, guys have emotions, and guys have trouble dealing with emotions because we're never taught how to deal with emotions. And it's something that I've had to experience on camera as a person with clinical depression, that people look at you as not normal and they judge you based on that because this is what society deems that you are, right? And the reason, and like I was going to go, the reason anger is because anger creates endorphins. It gets you pumped. It makes you feel a certain way, and that way is different than the feeling that you were feeling when you were feeling upset because you didn't do something right, or like somebody cheated you. Oh, that guy killed me because X, and I'm mad about it. Now it's no longer the bad feeling I don't know how to deal with. It's a feeling that I understand, which is anger. Right. And like that's why like I took anger management as serious as I did coming out of it. because like anger is an emotion and it's an emotion that you should be able to balance. And I was obviously having trouble balancing that emotion and it caused me to hurt somebody that I loved. But to sit here and say that I have an ugly soul or I'm a bad person because I don't fit a small narrative, I feel is like a very insincere form and take. Even though you did put it on the back of $100 bill, and I thank you for that. Think we all do. And if Kelly wants to buy a 5K with it, she can. Right? It's, but I feel like it's a more complex answer than you're actually giving it to it. People know why you're laughing.
I'm not laughing.
You were laughing. I heard you laugh
When?
a couple times during that speech. Like it was like, oh, he has this big elaborate answer to it.
No, I laughed at one point when somebody asked, "Who's for real going to buy the book now?" or something.
It's not so much that the world is against me as the world is against everybody, right? Like it's this conception that men have to be a certain way, and that certain way that men have to be is detrimental to their mental health. Like there's a reason why like Minecraft deaths are much more likely in men than women. It's because men generally have to put a lot more away than women do. Women are allowed to be emotionally weak. Hopefully that gives you a good answer to that because it's something I've thought about like extensively over the last 3 weeks. And like and like some people look at it like, oh, you're trying to push the buck. I'm not. Like I've took this situation extremely hard, and it's why like I'm not trying to like go back on like locale and just like do punishments and like sweep it under the rug because like I felt like I don't know. I don't know how I feel. That's why I'm trying to take time to myself. I agree. Like I've always said, I've been a huge proponent that fish don't climb trees and elephants can't take stairs. Like like everybody's unique in their own personal take. On the back of another $100 bill, the works of man, therapy, community support, and negative pressure haven't worked thus far over almost 50 years. I'm hoping to give Christ's love a second chance. Thank you for the $200, man. I want to answer your question, but I don't want to do it in front of Kelly. Out of respect.
Then just stay quiet. Just stay quiet.
I'm going to try my best to say this.
Don't even just say anything. Just say thank you.
Without
just say
offending
thank
Kelly.
You. Just say thank you.
He donated $100. He deserves more than just a thank you. Right? My biggest barrier with like looking for any kind of outside source is almost always it doesn't pass the sniff test for me. What I mean is like I can take the information in and I can look at the information in my worldview, which is the only worldview I'm allowed to use because it's the one I know the most. And I can't conceivably take away my disbelief from it. Right? Like remember when we were talking about the Heretic Exorcist 2 on the last stream I did, and I said like I can't enjoy the movie because they have this machine that lets you jump into other people's minds, but they don't have cellular phones and all these other things that jump out of you because it comes from a realm where it's not even believable.
But a lot of it is because you're not willing to give up control. It goes back to you not being able. Like, you are so defiant. Like, you gotta feel like you have to be controlled. Like, if you would like, you can't feel. Like, you refuse to have any emotion, any actual feel. Like, I know God is real because I can feel him. I can feel the power when I talk about him, when I sing about him. I can hear him talk to me. Like, but you refuse to, you're too proud to admit that there's something bigger than you. Honestly, guys, I feel like I'm done being on stream anymore. I don't feel like I need to be on stream. I feel like I just get attacked being on stream.
Why do you feel that?
I just people think that I want to be on stream. That like I stream because I want to do it. Like this is something I beg to do and it's not. Like when I do it it's cuz I want to help you.
Yeah, you are helping me.
But like people are just getting nasty with me anymore and it's just like I don't even.
It's one of those things. Like the more familiar you are, the more people are comfortable with like being mean to you. Like a lot of people's like, oh, just turn the screen off and it goes away. Not in our case. Looks like this stream's getting deleted.